Listen, PJ Washington, you already know what it is. Former Charlotte Hornet, now with the Dallas Mavericks, his hometown, Dallas. You know, we are going to be monitoring the PJ situation. He was just a member of the Hornets. We all know we're Melo fans, but PJ is one of our guys. So we do want him to be successful. We don't want any bad things of his career. We want him to make something out of himself. He's 25 years old. Today in his Dallas Mavericks debut going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. He put up 14 points, shot 6 of 10 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3-point range, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and a steal. Dallas beat him 146-111. He is very excited to be in a winning situation. He spoke on getting easy shots, standing next to Luka and Kyrie, coming into a winning situation, leaving Charlotte. He seems to be like he's embracing this moment. We got to break it all down. What is your thoughts, Chief, on this situation? This is a wild, crazy ordeal for PJ Washington in Dallas. What's your thoughts?
My thoughts is, shout out again to Rick Small and their team, with the exception of Gordon Hayward. They essentially sent everybody literally home. PJ was sent to Dallas. No hardship, personal. His peoples are there. Terry's in Miami. And from what I hear, Kyle is about to be in Philadelphia. So it worked out for all of them. Luka's hey, Flight. Is Luka happy at the end of the day? That's the only thing that we need to know. And Luka was happy. Luka was very, very, very happy. Very happy. So if Luka's happy, because Dallas is Luka's kingdom. If Luka's happy, then we good. If Luka ain't happy, then there's some issues going on. And Luka was happy with PJ and Gafford as well. But PJ, he played
Gafford
well.
balled out. We got to get Gafford.
Yeah. So Luka was happy.
What I will say is, you talk about Luka being happy. It's crazy because the situation with Grant Williams, you heard about that situation souring. What was your thoughts on that? Did you hear about that?
Oh, yes.
I never know it was some conflict going on.
Grant is, look, Grant is nerdy, annoying, right? Sometimes Grant is he's friendly, goofy. It's like, you've been around people who are just, it's good. You can back away a little bit. Grant has that type of bubbly, sometimes aloof personality. You know what I'm saying? And so when he left, some of it is just, it's interesting. The press is beginning to turn a little bit on Luka Doncic. This is a shot in the arm for Luka, because there's certain elements of the national press that are beginning to talk about Luka not being able to move Dallas further, even though he went to the Western Conference Finals a few years ago. There's people in the national press that want to see Luka seal the deal, and get a ring, for narrative purposes and other things. So when Grant Williams left, it was shade thrown at Grant Williams, but backhand shade thrown at Luka as well. It's like, well, he rubbed people the wrong way, and it feeds this whole thing that Luka is a iron-fisted diva there, and all this madness. So I heard about it. Nico, the GM, said that it was unfair to characterize him that way in the press conference. When he was asked about it, he said that Grant Williams has been a great teammate, and it's not fair for him to be characterized as like someone who disrupted the locker room and things. So Nico kind of put that to bed, but it was out there. Nico addressed it fast, which is what a good GM is supposed to do.
Yeah, you're right about that. What do you think about PJ Washington playing next to guys like Kyrie Irving, being coached by Jason Kidd? This seems to be like a good situation for him. Leaving Charlotte is a much different environment. How do you see this working for PJ Washington?
For PJ, the lights are on now. This is a team that have postseason. This team will be in the postseason. Now, PJ has a chance to show that he can play on a team that is heading into the postseason. What role will he play? Will he shrink in the moment? Because it'll be his first time entering into that territory. Terry has been in those battles before in Boston. So Terry, in Miami, Terry can kind of fall into it there. But PJ has never been to the playoffs. It'll be his first go around. So how reliable can he be? As the stakes rise, will he rise to the occasion? He's a good fit. He's in a good situation because PG doesn't have to do too much, and he won't do too much down in Dallas. That's not going to happen. So he can hit those shots, play good defense, and be a good teammate in the locker room, and feed off of Luka and Kyrie. As long as he stay within himself there, I think PG will be fine, and I'm happy for him in this situation. He gets a chance now to go on and make his mark in this league. He got a growing family. He's at home. And he's in a good situation where he doesn't have to. There's not too much pressure. It's all on Luka and Kyrie, the two faces of that franchise. So he can just fit in and play a role. And learn and play off Gafford as well. If he can fit in, which he should be able to, I think PJ is going to be fine. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Right. He's going to get a lot more open shots.
Absolutely.
Guys up in Dallas. I think the space is going to be critical. What do you think of what? Like I said, you got two elite guards, Luka and Kyrie. How do you see the evolution of Kyrie Irving's game? I know we get caught up in Luka, but Kyrie ain't nothing to mess with, man. I mean, seriously, all jokes aside, what's your thoughts on Kyrie Irving's game?
Oh, and Kyrie is one of the most skilled in terms of the basketball, one of the most skilled players of our generation, man. Period. You put him right there with Iverson, the other great ball handling guards under the rim finishers. He's right there, and he's a champion. He is a champion. He has that cachet. So I think in Dallas, there's a tendency to kind of diminish Kyrie because Luka's whole presence is so large and it is completely backed by Mark Cuban and the Dallas organization that you can tend to forget that Kyrie has, a very excellent resume, man. And honestly, I don't some of the energy I don't like how the energy is, but Kyrie has a great resume. We'll see what happens, man. He has learned how to play with Luka, which he played with LeBron, so of course he can play out for Luka, So so I'm impressed. I've always been impressed with Kyrie. Period. That's what I got.
Absolutely. Chief, let everybody know where they can find you.
Tribe Sports Media.
Everybody know what it is. Chief got an amazing live stream coming up tomorrow. You do not want to miss it. Make sure you hit the like button and most definitely hit the subscribe button. It's Flight Sports TV.